Hello everyone, this is the first viewing of my Armand Marseille doll on her first wardrobe. And this particular outfit that she is wearing is a test wardrobe, and there are 3 pieces to this one. The outer part is the dress, and there's a chemise inside and pantaloons as well. I'm going to show you the wardrobe pieces in detail, and I hope you'll enjoy the whole process. Before I started dressing my Armand Marseille doll, I looked at her problems first. One of the problems that she has is this break in the paint of her right leg. As you can see over here, she's got a break on her upper thigh and also small breaks right here at the knees, and I needed to cover those up. As I use my dolls for table centerpieces, I know that I'll be handling her more often than most collectors would be. I will probably restore this area, but I haven't decided yet what to do with it because I am not versed on restoring composition dolls. My immediate solution was to order her a pair of tights so that I won't disturb that area on her leg that much. My problem, however, was obtaining the right pair of tights for her, and I eventually had to settle with a larger, more modern doll. But what I did was to cut the part that goes to the waist because her belly right here, or her tummy, is a bit too large for what I had ordered. So I cut those area off and retained the leg part, and since it is made of stretchable material, that served the purpose very well of covering the areas that I don't want to disturb. I ordered the tights via the internet and also ordered her a pair of shoes because her old shoes were really tattered and quite very fragile. But when they arrived and I fitted her in it was too tight at the back. So what I did there was release the back seam, and this ballet style shoes enabled me to do that. So this one just slid right in. I will probably make a new pair of shoes for her or customize a pair of new shoes for her in the future. A consideration to make when sewing for dolls is the type of doll stand that you'll be using. In this case, I've elected to use one that is more traditional, that grabs at the waistline. So here you see the arm of this doll stand right here at the waist. However, it has arms that stands away from the doll, so I'll have to cut the garment a little bit larger to facilitate that, or closer to the body, and so I elect not to show the arms of that doll stand. And also, this particular doll does slide off the stand, and so I'm afraid I'd break her. So what I did here is cover the bottom of the stand. In that way it will grab the feet and the doll will stand securely in that doll stand. I make my own patterns by using a pattern making method called draping. Here are the patterns that I have made for this doll's ensemble, and we start here with her bloomers, and then right next to it is the front of the dress, which is also used for the chemise, and the third one is the back pattern, and then you have the sleeve pattern right here. Here's a view of the 3 pieces of the clothing ensemble that I completed for her. This ensemble that I made for her came from material of 100% cotton from a blouse that I've had for many years and had taken an ivory color, and that's exactly the color that I wanted. So what I did was to recycle that blouse and make these pieces of clothing for her. The trims that I used for these outfits is called tatted lace, T-A-T-T-E-D, and the process is called tatting. I make my own laces out of 100% cotton crochet size 10 thread, and here is a close-up of the 3 types of laces that I've made. One is just a basic 3-looped circle, and then the second one are connected together to form one strand, and then the third is to reverse the process so you have a mirror image. In addition to the laces, I also used ribbons as trim, and here I form a bow out of a 3/4 width ribbon, and I also used a 1/2 inch width ribbon and formed that into bows as well. This is the front of the dress. As you can see right here, I have trimmed the tatted lace to the neckline, and then this is also embellished with pleated ruffles right here. And then as we go down in the front, the reverse pattern laces is used to create the V formation. All these are hand appliqued, so you will see stitches on the other side of this garment or the wrong side of the garment. Here is a close-up of the first type of lace that I used, and this one is appliqued and coached right into the fabric. And here's a view of the sleeve. It is also trimmed with tatted lace and also have the bow at the top area. I've also pleated the skirt right below the waistline. In that way, it will reduce the amount of bulk, and that is basically the formation and what was used in the old clothing of the 1870s. At the skirt of the dress, I've also hand appliqued 3 rows of the tatted lace. To add interest to the skirt, I have placed 3 rows at the front, also at the side of the dress. So you will see that here as well, so that when you look at the dress from the side, you will also see 3 more bows. This is the back view of the dress. As you can see here, the lace is also embellished to the back, and the pleats are carried to the back as well. And here you can see additional rows of bows, and there is a reason why I applied bows to the back, and there's actually 3 at the top part, and then as you can see here in the bottom, it is repeated 3 more times. The bows at the back conceals the closures here that are snaps. I like to apply snaps as closure to the full back of the doll. In that way, it is easier to dress and it won't disturb the hair or any other sections of the doll that you best leave alone. This is the chemise of the wardrobe ensemble, and right here at the top of the chemise, I have applied tatted lace and also embroidered the neckline and also the armholes with feather stitching. At the hemline, I also carried both the embroidery stitching and also the application of tatted lace. This is the back of the chemise, and it closes at the back with snaps, and also the trim of feather stitching at the hemline and the tatted lace is continued at the back hem. The back also has both the feather stitching applied to the collar area and also at the armholes. This is her pantaloons, and this has 5 different pieces, starting here with the waistband. It is constructed just like a regular waistband, and then 4 sections, 2 at the front and 2 at the back. The edges are also trimmed with ribbons and lace. You can see the close-up right here. This is the back of the pantaloons, and this one has closures at the back. It has a back opening to allow her feet to come in and out easily, and also gathered at the hem. Her pantaloons are unique in that it doesn't use any elastic. What it does, however, is allow entrance into her leg with the snaps, and it has enough slits in here that it would facilitate dressing her with ease. This is the doll in her pantaloons, and the fit is very good. And here we can see the front, and here's the pleating. I put it on her without any problems at all. And as you can see here, I'll just turn her slightly. The opening for the side slits, you can't really see it at all. And you won't even know that it doesn't have any elastic. Those are permanent gathers. And here's the back view of that pantaloon. And that's a back entrance into that garment. And here are the 2 ribbons in the front for embellishment. Now we have her dressed in her chemise. And we can see her undergarment here from front to back. And here I have placed the chemise outside the doll stand. It's somewhat lumpy at the waistline where the doll stand is grabbing her, but this will smooth out once the dress is placed in there. This is the fit of her chemise. The doll stand arm is right here. You can see a little indentation there, but that won't show up when the dress is finally placed on her. And here's my Armand Marseille doll with her new wardrobe, and this is her first one. Let me scan her full wardrobe for you to see. And here at the neckline, she's got the collar that's pleated, and it is embellished with a bow to complete the look. And at the sleeves, it is also embellished with hand-tatted lace. The front is also embellished, and that's 2 different kinds of laces in there. The skirt is pleated to create the gathers. And here is a scan of the skirt, the 3 bows in here. And let me just turn her to her side so you can see. Here's the 3 rows of ribbons. This is her side view. And then let me turn her to the back as well. And she also has the lace back here. That's the back of her head. The bow is in there as well, repeated. And here's the embellishment for the back with the bows. And more bows to the side. And if you go down here, you can also see that her doll stand has matching lace application as well. In flipping her skirt up, this is what you will see, a portion of her chemise, which has the embroidery in it, the tatted lace, and also you will see a little peek on her pantaloons. So this is the first viewing of my Armand Marseille's first wardrobe, and I hope to continue to make her more outfits in the future. Thank you for watching.